Hello and welcome, I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some EU4, the Mandate of Heaven DLC, and try out some of the new mechanics. So this is going to be a new campaign called Prosperous Portugal. We did a kind of a trial run on Twitch called Passive Aggressive Portugal, which I've decided to not put onto YouTube. That is going to stay in the Twitch VODs section. If you want to go watch that, there's about 6 hours of gameplay, about 12 episodes that we broke up over 2 streams. I've decided to start fresh because I just didn't like how I was playing. Unfortunately, live content, it tends to be very highly distracted, and I make more mistakes that way. So anyway, we're going to start fresh. There's a lot of new stuff, a ton of new stuff in the Mandate of Heaven. So why is it that I don't want to play as Ming? Well, it's not that I don't want to play as Ming, it's that I would rather... I'm going to do that in a multiplayer campaign. So in this campaign, we're going to focus on things like Prosperity, Splendor, and Colonization, and these really cool things, higher developed colonies, and Portuguese colonial growth, and all kinds of stuff like that. We're going to look at Devastation, the Prosperity mechanics, state edicts, that kind of stuff. So first things first, let's start there. We're going to go to our capital state of Alentejo. We're going to view our state edicts, and for the cost of 200% increased state maintenance, also known as about 0.28 ducats, we can turn on one of these edicts. We're going to go with the edict for more trade power, protect trade. So that's going to cost me, again, 0.28 ducats, and now all of our provinces in this state, right here, have more trade power. So the 2 estuaries, or the Taguas estuary and the coastal center of trade, are going to get significantly increased trade power tomorrow. It'll be like 50-something trade power in that one province. Other provinces get a little bit of a benefit too, but they don't really have a huge amount. Now, first things that we want to do is definitely take our heavies, and we're going to have them go hunt pirates in Seville. The reason for that is that we've got these annoying little Berbers down here who are going to raid our coasts. And when they do that, they're going to take all of the loot from the provinces that are on the coast, which is pretty much every province we own. When they do that, they will cause devastation. Every time the loot bar gets drained, you get up to 10% devastation. Regardless of the amount of money that's there, the full loot bar is worth 10%. A province that has any devastation whatsoever cannot earn prosperity. In fact, an entire state, if even one province in the whole state is devastated, the entire state cannot become prosperous. So we want to avoid that, and even though those heavies are expensive, we're going to just pay the price. We're also going to take half of our lights, and we're going to go and explore with our guy, who we spawn the game man as, because we're special. We'll go explore the sea tiles first. We'll take the navy that has no leader and get them protecting trade in Seville. And we'll take the transports, and we're going to send them down to Algarve for now. I'm going to do something that some people might not like, but I'm going to do it anyway. I did it in the trial run as well. We're going to get rid of our cav right away. The fact that I'm going to be paying for 4 heavies to protect against the Berbers, I just can't afford to pay for cav, even if we have them at like low maintenance. And they just don't offer enough for me in the early game here for combat. We don't have anything that makes them strong. I would rather just have a wider force limit, and it works well for me most of the time. I have a lot of hate for cavalry, I know. Anyway, we're going to immediately try to improve our relationship with the clergy and demand some monarch points and stuff. We're not going to grant generalship right away because we only have relationship slots for 2, and we start off with a guy. We got Earl of Oranges, a 333, pretty good guy. Let's do this. We'll make the clergy loyal first, so we can get some more national tax modifier. We'll go for an emissary to the Pope. And do we want to hire a level 2 advisor? Missionary strength advisor. Half price. More administrative points would be nice. Getting up to administrative tech 5 quicker could be good. Can we afford it? With no advisors at all, we're making 2.3 ducats a month. We have a level 1 missionary guy available. Stability cost modifier advisor is pretty kind of appealing right now too. I'm considering going up to +1 stability so that we can get prosperity going. The problem is just that we're going to get +1 stability when our heir comes of age anyway, our ruler. It's a random event, or not random, but it's an event that happens for Portugal, so we'll be at +1 stability anyway. Ooh, morale of armies. I think we're definitely going to hire him. The decision here is, do we want to hire a level 2 half-priced guy? Can I afford 2 ducats a month? Possibly. We could turn off our forts, and then we could afford it. Let's hire the half-price Inquisitor. And here, we'll just do that for now. You are not loyal. We could spend some money to make them loyal and get some more missionary strength, which means we could actually, looks like we could straight up convert Ceuta. Ceuta starts with a negative coring cost of 2.7, but if we have loyal clergy and the Inquisitor, we'll gain 4, which puts the conversion speed at 1.3%. Which is not great, but it's doable. And here I think we will take the Improved Relations Advisor. And we'll immediately give this to the clergy, which is another thing that's actually going to make them quite happy. I give them one more province instead of spending money. We do have a province over here with 13% autonomy, the Azores. Raises their influence to 80% on the dot, only 61.4% loyalty, so they're not going to be loyal long enough. I think we just spend money instead. Alright, so we're going to make a generous donation. Yeah, I like that. It's just money. We also like the papal influence. So now, starting next month, it's showing negative 0.7, but that's not actually correct. It's going to be faster than that. The other thing we can do is get our stability up. That would also give us some more points for it. Let's lower our maintenance, and let's turn off our forts. We don't need to pay for them right now. Army tradition is not that important. And let's just do one more final quick check here. You are exploring, you are hiding, hunting pirates, everyone's doing their jobs. Good, okay. Next up, we need rivals. So we want to rival, definitely Granada. We probably want to rival Morocco. And Aragon, Castile, Tunis. Probably not Castile, I'm going to say. It's probably a bad idea. Only drawback to rivaling Granada is that you can't actually embargo him right away. Maybe Tunis. Let's see. If you pick up an alliance with Morocco, I'm not going to be able to do anything with you. I think we go for it. I think we go for the temporary alliance with Tlemcen again. Let's rival Tunis. It should make you like me a little bit more soon. We're going to improve relations with him. We're going to improve relations with the Pope Man. Before we do that, can we take the mission? Yeah. Let's take the mission to solidify papal relations first. And we have this new diplomatic map builder thing where we can actually see, like, who would accept an alliance. It's great. Castile would. Yeah, I think we'll just immediately take the alliance with Castile. We're already allied to England. We start that off. And we'll see. I am going to tell England that I don't actually want to join his offensive wars right now. I'm just not interested in that. I will join defensive wars, obviously, but offensive wars, not so much. Okay, we expected that alliance. Can we pick up the alliance with Tlemcen before he allies Morocco? He did not rival Morocco, so he's pretty likely to try to take that relationship. Neutral and friendly. Yeah. That's probably going to be a no then. We'll see. Let's go ahead and immediately embargo you. And embargo this guy as well. England allied Tyrone. We can convert provinces to Catholic, so 77 months. It'll be slower, it'll be faster than that, rather. If we have our positive stability, we could have 1.7. Divided by 1.7 would be 58.8 months, so 5 years. 5 years, and I think the maintenance cost is... what? Missionary maintenance, so 0.41 ducats. 24 ducats to convert that province, get our religious unity up. Don't know about that. I want to wait maybe until we have a little bit more. I might even, you know what? I might even take more stability. You need 95. We currently have 92 available. I think we might take that. Right, who wants to become our friend? We've got room for alliances with Brittany, Desmond, Leinster, Clanricarde, Tyrone, Sligo. And you're at negative 11. I love this diplomat builder. It's so good. We want an alliance with Brittany, I think. I think we want to go for a relationship with the Pope Man as well. Austria's allied Pope Man, and Castile has rivaled England. Okay, good. That's, well, not necessarily good. Castile's allied in military alliance. Okay. Oh, great. We've got Castile as a militarist. So you're saying he's going to want some land then? Is that what I'm... Is that what you're saying? Seems like that's what you're saying. We're going to have some issues? Does that sound about right? Tunis has announced us as a rival, so they've counter-rivaled us, which means we should have even more reasons now, because we've got common rivals. My retort to your rivalry is that you are so ugly that no one wants to be your friend. Morocco has allied Tlemcen, which means we are now shut down. Okay, fine. It was a lower chance opportunity there anyway. We can improve relations with France. It's pretty unlikely that we're going to be friends with him, but with Castile having rivaled England and the ability for him to fabricate and his desire for that land, I'm worried that Castile is going to attack England. Meaning that my relationship is kind of on the line here. On monarch death, succession war between Aragon and England. Aragon and England? He's not allied to England. There's no royal marriage with England. Or Aragon. I guess same dynasty? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Exploration is finished. Okay, we will explore West African Sea now. And the Ottomans are getting started on their Reconquista. It's not really a Reconquista, is it? I think we'll take stability. It's going to slow down my first ID group by a little bit, but I don't think that that's going to be a big problem, really. Getting our prosperity going out right now, instead of having to wait for our ruler to come of age in January of 47 in 2 more years. That's 2 more years of prosperity we can try to build up. So right now, because we have positive stability, every month that goes by, every state that has no devastation in it has a 35% chance of progressing by 1% due to Infante Pedro. So on average, it's going to take quite a while. That's why we want to get started on it. Now there is an edict, come to think of it, an edict that we can do to increase missionary strength by 1%. So for 0.14 ducats, I could increase the conversion speed from like 1.4. And actually now we have the stability, so we're actually at 1.8 to 2.8. I like it. Let's do it. Let's do that. We'll turn on the state edict. Hopefully I remember to turn this thing off. We should see now we've got a 2.8% speed. France has laid a claim to Provence. Alright, fair enough. And we're currently improving with Papal State, yes. We have -4 reasons for an alliance. Probably just take the alliance with him. So we got England, Brittany, and Castile. Unfortunately, I'm not really going to be able to get involved with these wars over here. Since you don't want to be my friend anymore. I could have not rivaled Morocco. Alright, so with our little bit of money, I think we will hire a boat. Let's just train 1. I want to keep a little bit of a nest egg on hand. Muscovi's declared war upon Ryazan. Eventually, we're going to want to demand these monarch points. But not yet. Venice is piling on. A little concerned about having my army over here, or the fort mothballed across this area. Yeah, we'll turn that fort on. We're not going to make any money while we're doing it, but... Every single freaking campaign. August the 2nd Jagellian. Let us appoint an a local noble instead. I mean, it's just every campaign. He never seems to take the Union in my campaigns. I don't know why. Suppose we could start spying on Morocco, since they are the person that we're going to declare on. Before you ask why haven't we declared war yet, well, keep in mind it's passive prosperous Portugal here. All we want to do is just become prosperous. That's the game plan. So we are currently 0% prosperous here. 0%. 0%. So you're saying that our 35% chance is not doing a very good job, huh? 1%. Woo! 1%. Oh, is it on a state basis? It looks like it's on a state basis. Okay, I thought that it was a per province basis. We don't need to check every province. Hey, this one's 4% prosperous. Nice. What do we gain with prosperity? Local goods produced plus 25%, reduced development cost, and better monthly autonomy change. Now, I've tried doing the math in my head on this edict here for monthly autonomy change, and I don't think that it's usually worth it. It's a money sink, so I guess that's nice, but for the most part, I think most of these are not worth the time, worth the cost. Except for the one in your capital. That one's almost always going to be a benefit to have on. Alright, I think we should be able to pick up the alliance with Papal State now. Bosnia has formed a personal union. Hungary, oh my gosh. That's a weird event happening here. Good luck, Bosnia versus Hungary. That's not going to go well for him, I think. Rival of a rival, make Tlemcen like us. It's possible if we improve relations with them long enough, and we do get Diplo points from that, which is really good. And it's going to be at least a year till I can actually declare war on Morocco. So yes, let's do that. In which case, since we're just going to be sitting doing nothing, let's speed the game up a little bit. Aragon's declared subjugation on Navarra. Navarro was allied to Castile, which means that Castile is going to be at war with Aragon. Cool. There's no offer to join war button here. I can improve relations with Navarra and then enforce peace if I wanted to get involved. Do I want to get involved is the question. Can Castile win this war? Do I want Castile to be strong? These are all questions that I have. Aragon's got a 4-3-4 leader versus the 2-2-3 for Castile. It looks like, at first glance, Castile's got a larger army. He had his forts active. His fort, rather. Looks like Aragon only has 2 forts, one way down here and one over here. And of course, Aragon's got their union over Naples, so... Yeah, I don't know that Castile's going to do a very good job with this. I feel like he shouldn't even be moving in until he can get that other army over. But he's being stupid. He's going to fight with half of his troops against a superior foe. Very smart. Wise decision making. Papal State has excommunicated the ruler of Florence. Nice disease outbreak in his very first tick. Cool. Leinster's allied England. Mali's declared war upon Joloffe. And Morocco has claimed our province. We have lots of people. No. Someone from our dynasty will be on his throne if he dies right now. The Trastamara. I have a feeling that the Iberian wedding is going to fire this campaign. I just know it. Almost positive. We have 14 power projection right now. I want to humiliate a rival. The sooner we humiliate a rival, the sooner we get more Splendor generation. And the sooner we can actually do some cool stuff with that. I've been playing for at least a year, so we can revoke land from the nobles now. They are currently loyal, which is nice. The effects of loyal nobles, I think it's just like more fort defense or something. It's not that great. Yeah, local defensiveness plus 15%, and then local manpower modifier plus 20. I can't remember which one you lose when they're below 60%. I think it's the fort defensiveness. But I don't really care about that. I would rather revoke a province from them so that we can then grant it to someone else and or grant generalship without them going to 80%. This takes them down to 9.9%. I'm going to grant him this little kind of province over here. It's not very good. It's fine. You can have that. But you're not allowed to have this one instead. That gives them 15.7. Because of our feudal monarchy, they expect 15. So they're no longer quite as happy, but that's fine. Next then, do we want to revoke land from the clergy? If we revoke land from the clergy, they're not going to be loyal, which means we miss out on missionary strength. I don't have any other provinces that I want to give them yet. The burghers, I need to get some diplo points from them at some point, but I want to get Porto after we finish converting this province. Full annexation by the Ottomans is complete already. It's not surprising. Clergy contemns something or other. Support the clergy. Damn, we're gonna lose our stability already? Missionary strength or tech cost? I want both though. I need both. Gain loyalty or lose loyalty. Darn it, game. I mean, we can still do the conversion. Even if we lose that, it's just going to be slower. Not only are we going to lose 1%, but we're also going to lose 0.5 from the stability, so we're going to go down to like 1.3. Darn it. I want the tech cost more than I want the other one. That's not cool, game. We could immediately just turn right around and spend some of these admin points again. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to be stubborn about it. I don't care. We'll slow down on the idea group. In favor of playing prosperously, right? That's the namesake of the campaign. We got to do it. Navarro wants to hire troops. Interesting. How much do they be willing to pay? Ryazan got full annexed. Navarro's no longer willing to accept Condottieri, apparently. Alright, now he is. He's willing to pay 0.6x. And if we put our leader in charge, who's actually quite good, that'll probably give us even more. Willing to pay still 0.6x. Is it just because he doesn't have enough money to pay more than that? They will have to pay the cost for the total army for the first 18 months, 22 ducats. It would allow us to put 10 troops into this war over here. Is that enough to actually, like, make a difference? I mean, right now I'm paying 0.5x on a monthly basis no matter what, so having him pay 0.6x is better than me paying for it if we're just standing around doing nothing. Then again, I've got to raise my maintenance to full, so I'm actually only making 0.1x. I think we just don't risk it. Let's just keep our army on hand. It would be nice, but no. We're Portugal. We're prosperous Portugal. Surrender of Maine. Apparently, that has happened. In exchange for the Treaty of Tours, the county of Maine was promised to France. Alright, fair enough. It's like England gave up on that province. I'm now willing to join your offensive wars then. I just didn't want to join that one. Okay, I'm going to take a break here. I'll be back in the next episode where we will continue to play prosperously. How are we doing on prosperity? We have 5%. That tooltip should just show the number. Why do you have to hide the number in the tooltip? I like seeing the number. 7% prosperity. Nice. What about this other region over here? This is a state too, right? This is the state. Canarias, Azores, Madeira. Yes, we've got... Oh, the Canarias. We don't actually... No, that's Cape Verde. So hold on. The Canary... Can you click on it? Oh, that's owned by Castile. Gotcha. Okay. No, you can't click on it. Can't click to go to. That would make too much sense. Well, they are at 9%. Holy crap. Can you believe it? I can't. Alright, I'll see you again in the next episode, though. As always, thank you for watching. Total missionary strength is not positive because we no longer have loyal clergy because they suck. Darn. Just gonna have to take this hit. let them be even more influential. We're going to end up revoking a province from them soon anyway. So, all right, cool. I'll see you again in the next episode. Thanks for watching. See you soon.